Greetings, family, and welcome back to the Diaspora Gateway. If you've been thinking about your exit plan, not out of fear, but out of strategy, this conversation is for you. I recently came across, a message encouraging a lot of U.S. citizens to urgently leave the country and warning that passport offices are closed. And let me say this clearly. There is no verified information that passport offices in the United States are shutting down. It's simply not true. However, the underlying message, I get it, right? It does highlight something more important for me. I know what's going on. We all know what's going on, right? But like I always say, if you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. So that's preparation, not panic, preparation. Okay. So because preparation gives you options, and options are ultimately going to give you control. And if you do not have a passport, it is just simply wise to get one. And if your passport is close to expiring, it's wise to renew it. That's basic common sense, everybody. Not because of fear, but because access creates flexibility, and flexibility is power. And that's what we focus on here on the Diaspora Gateway. Options, power, staying ready. So please like and subscribe to the channel if that's you. Now let's talk about two countries that are often overlooked but very accessible. Okay, Panama. Panama is one of the easiest country, guys, for Americans to transition into, especially if you're thinking about long term. Okay, they offer programs like Friendly Nations Visa, which provides a pathway to legal residency. That's what that is. And then what makes Panama attractive to me it's not just access, it's structure. So if you're looking for a structure that is similar to the U.S., they have a stable economy and U.S. linked like banking systems, that modern structure, quality health care, and many established expat communities, then Panama is probably your choice. It does allow you to transition without feeling disconnected from everything that's familiar to you, right? So that's a very good option. One of my favorites is Ecuador. Ecuador allows U.S. citizens to stay for 90 days visa free with an option to extend. But beyond that, Ecuador is also known for its accessibility and affordability, and it's beautiful. They offer residency pathways as well. They're really favorable to retirees, workers, and like investors, okay? And the cost of living can be significantly lower than in the United States, depending on your lifestyle. So there's cities like, I'm sure I'm going to butcher this, but I think it's called Unica or Quito. They're very popular, and I'll link them down here so you guys will know. But they have walkable communities, strong expat networks. They're slower, more intentional pace life. That's me. I like a slow pace, right? So let me be clear. Let me just clear up some information, some misinformation that I've seen floating around regarding all this visa-free stuff. I did promise you guys this. But visa free does not mean that you can move permanently without a plan. Okay. Visa free simply means that you can enter a country legally for a specific period of time without applying for a visa in advance. That's it. That time is meant for travel, exploring, or preparing for what? Your next legal move. If you plan to stay longer, you would need to transition into some type of legal residency pathway. And this is where strategy comes in. This is where you slow it down and you get with someone that's not full of fear and that can help you navigate that. And that's what we do over here. Now, let's ground all these facts, right? And be very accurate. There is no verified evidence that passport offices are shutting down here in the United States. Not right now. And that time is running out. Leave immediately. That's all fear-based. Do you need a plan? Do you need a strategy? If this is something you want to do, absolutely. But what is true is that for United States passport holders, you should keep your passport valid. That's basic preparation. Many countries allow visa-free or entry-free. So we're going to talk about those. I promised them to you. Mexico, 180 days. Now, offers of discretion, so don't be looking suspicious. Ecuador, 90 days, and it's extendable. Costa Rica is typically 90 days. We've got Portugal, that's another 90-day one, okay, with residence options. The United Kingdom is 6 months, and France is 90 days. They have a lot of rules, but it's 90 days. Thailand, you're looking at about 30 to 60 days with extensions possible. You've got Vietnam up to 90 days, and Albania up to a year. Georgia up to 1 year. So here's the key takeaway that I want all of you to understand is that there are multiple countries where you can legally stay, explore, and even build a new life. For me, you guys know I'm sold out on Africa. I'm all about Ghana. Don't do this because time is running out, but because you are positioning yourself. Stay ready, and you don't have to get ready. Positioning creates freedom, and that's what I want you guys to have. It's that freedom, right? Preparation creates access, and clarity removes all your fear. If you're clear about everything, you're not going to have the fear. And this is what the Diaspora Gateway is all about. So I hope that you will like and subscribe to the channel for more content like this and be able to understand your options, create a plan, and move with intention. That's what the exit plan is all about. You'll find my links in the comment section and in the description section. I have a free assessment as well. Okay, so in future videos, we're going to continue breaking down countries, residents, pathways, and what it really takes to relocate successfully, because you have more options than you think you do. The question is, are you preparing, right? That's the big question. So I'll see you in my next video. Shalom, guys.